Enjoy with Mathematics Series 5. Chapter 5 Decimals. Place value and decimals. The value of a digit decreases every time when we move it to the right. It gets 10 times smaller for every move to the right. Observe the place value of the digit 1. Now let us observe what happens when a digit is moved by us further to the right after the 1's place. Observe the rectangle below. What part of the rectangle is shaded? Less than one full rectangle is shaded. In fractions we can say that 7/10 of the rectangle has been shaded. In the place value chart, we would need to move one place further to the right and write it like this. Remember, the point between the two digits is the decimal point. Without the place value chart, it is written as 0.7. Such a decimal is called a decimal fraction or just a decimal. It is read as 7/10. Tenths. 1 is further divided into 10 equal parts and each is called a tenth. The fraction form of 1/10 is 1/10. The decimal form of 1/10 is 0.1. 0.1 equals 1/10. 1 ones equals 10/10. Whole numbers and decimal numbers are combined like this. Whole number part, 3.5, decimal point, decimal part. Remember, when there is no whole number, write 0 in the whole number position before the decimal. Hundredths. 1/10 is further divided into 10 equal parts and each part is called 1/100th. The fractional form of 1/100th is 1/100th. The decimal form of 1/100th is 0.01. 0.01 equals 1/100th. 1/10 equals 10/100ths. How many squares are shaded? We can also show these as 3 plus 27 100ths equals 3.27. 3.27 equals 327 100ths. This is read as 3 and 27 hundredths. Thousandths. 100th is further divided into 10 equal parts. Each part is called 1,000th. The fractional form of 1,000 is 1/1000th. The decimal form of 1,000th is 0.001. 100th equals 10,000ths. This 0.001 equals 1,000th. Note, the corner box has been shown bigger here. All other boxes, if enlarged, would look like this. Equals 2.715 equals 2,715 1,000ths. This is read as 2 and 715 thousandths. Converting decimals. Writing decimals in the place value chart. The above chart can be used to expand a decimal number using decimals or fractions. Converting fractions to decimals. Fractions with denominator 10, 100, 1000. 2/10 equals 0.2. 2 100ths equals 0.02. 2 1,000ths equals 0.002. 23 tenths equals 2.3. 23 100ths equals 0.23. 23 1,000ths equals 0.023. 164 tenths equals 16.4. 164 100ths equals 1.64. 163 1,000ths equals 0.163. 1,709 tenths equals 170.9. 1,709 100ths equals 17.09. 1709 1000 equals 1.709. Fractions with other denominators. If a fraction does not have a denominator 10, 100, 1000, it can be changed to an equivalent fraction. A. Express 1/50th as a decimal. Step 1. Multiply to find an equivalent fraction of denominator 100. 1/50th equals 1*2, 50*2, equals 2 100ths. Step 2. Convert that fraction to a decimal. 2 100ths equals 0.02. Answer. 1/50th equals 0.02. B. Write 2/5 as decimal. 2/5 equals 2 asterisk 2, 5 asterisk 2, equals 4/10 equals 0.4. Answer. 2/5 equals 0.4. C. Show 11 and 2/8 as a decimal. 11 plus 2 divided by 8 equals 11 plus 2 by 125, 8 by 125, equals 11 plus 251 thousandths. 11 plus 251 thousandths equals 11 plus 0.25 equals 11.25. Answer. 11 and 2/8 equals 11.25. Converting decimals to fractions. Reading a decimal correctly helps to change it easily into fractions. 6/10, 0.6 equals 6/10. 14/100, 0.14 equals 14/100. 1 and 7/1000, 1.0071 equals 7/1000. A fractional expansion can also be used to convert it. A. 3.7 equals 3 plus 7/10, equals 3 over 1 plus 7/10, equals 3 over 1 x 10 out of 10 plus 7/10, equals 30/10 plus 7/10 equals 37/10. Answer. 3.7 equals 37/10 equals 3 by 7/10. B. 0.46 equals 4/10 plus 6/100 equals 4/10 x 10 out of 10 plus 6/100 equals 40/100 plus 6/100 plus 46/100. Answer. 0.46 equals 46/100. Decimal and fractional expansion. Take the number 37.258. Equivalent decimals. 2/10, 0.2, 20/100, 0.20, 200,000ths, 0.200. Each of the 100 boxes in this grid are further divided into 10 boxes. All three decimal numbers shown above have the same value, so they are called equivalent decimals. We can check this by comparing the decimals with equivalent fractions. 2/10, 0.2, 0.2, 21/100, 0.20, 0.2, 201,000ths, 0.200, 0.2. Remember, writing or removing zeros at the end of a decimal does not change its value. Like and unlike decimals. Decimals having the same number of places are called like decimals. A. 0.4, 7.5, 9.3. 1 decimal place each. B. 13.18, 1.06, 273.15. 2 decimal places each. C. 2.094, 0.836, 11.986. 3 decimal places each. Decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. A. 0.9, 3.82, 5.987. B. 8.43, 2.856, 0.79. C. 0.825, 18.36, 15.9. Unlike decimals can also be equivalent decimals. 0.8, 0.80, 0.800 are unlike but equivalent decimals. Converting unlike decimals unto like decimals. Unlike decimals can be converted to like decimals by finding their equivalent decimal. 1.8, 1.800, 7.35, 7.350, 8.765, 8.765. These unlike decimals have been converted into like decimals by finding their equivalent decimals up to 3 decimal places. Comparing and ordering decimals. Comparing decimals. Horse A and Horse B were running on a racetrack. Horse A finished in 30.08 seconds. Horse B finished in 30.3 seconds. Who won the race? The horse, who took less time, won the race. To find out which horse took less time, we need to compare. Convert into like decimals. Now compare like you do for whole numbers. 3008 less than 3030. Thus, 30.08 less than 30.30. Answer. Horse B won the race because 30.08 less than 30.3. To compare decimals, first convert them to like decimals. Ordering decimals. A. During a medical inspection in a school, the weight of 4 children was recorded as shown below. Rewrite the list in descending order. Place the heaviest child first. Manu, 53.17 kg. Mohan, 53.7 kg. Meena, 52.09 kg. Meenakshi, 51.8 kg. Now rearrange as you would do for whole number. 5370, 5317, 5209, 5180. Answer. Manu, 53.17 kg. Mohan, 53.7 kg. Meena, 52.09 kg. Meenakshi, 51.8 kg. Placed in descending order. B. Rewrite in ascending order. 0.99, 0.9, 0.909. Step 1. Convert to like decimals. 0.990, 0.900, 0.909. Step 2. Write in ascending order. 0.900, 0.909, 0.990. Answer. 0.9, 0.909, 0.99. Addition of decimals. Rahman is practicing for his school sports day. He runs 2.38 kilometers in the morning and 3.9 kilometers in the evening. How far does he run in all? 2.38 plus 3.9 equals? Adding decimal numbers is just like adding whole numbers. Step 1. Put the digits according to place value, that is, one below the other, making sure that the decimals are also exactly one below the other. Ones below ones, tens below tens, and so on. The decimal points will fall in the same vertical line and the tenths, hundredths, etc. will also fall one below the other. Step 2. Change the decimals to like decimals. Step 3. Add as usual. Start from the hundredths. Carry over if needed. Step 4. Place the decimal point in the answer in the same place as the number above it. Answer. Rahman practices running 6.28 kilometers in all. Check. You can check your addition by converting into fractions. 2.38 plus 3.9 equals 238 100ths plus 39 plus 10 equals 238 100ths plus 390 plus 100 equals 628 100ths equals 6.28 equals 2.38 plus 3.9 equals 6.28. Properties of decimal addition. A. The sum of any decimal number and 0 is the same number. 15.5 plus 0 equals 15.5. 0 plus 0.09 equals 0.09. B. While adding decimals, when you change the order of the numbers, the sum does not change. 3.4 plus 5.1 equals 8.5. 5.1 plus 3.4 equals 8.5. Subtraction of decimals. Karishma is a cricket player. She was measuring how far she could throw a ball. On the first try, it went 18.5 meters. On the second try, it went 17.75 meters. How much further did it go on the first try? 18.5 minus 17.75 equals? Subtracting decimal numbers is just like subtracting whole numbers. Step 1. Put the greater number on top and the smaller number below, taking care to match the place value and keeping the decimals one below the other. Step 2. Convert them into like decimals. Step 3. Subtract as usual. Regroup if necessary. The decimal point in the answer must be in the same place as in the number above it. Answer. Karishma's first throw was 0.75 meters further than her second throw. Check. You can check your subtraction by converting into fractions. 18.5 minus 17.75 equals? 18.5 minus 17.75 equals 185 tenths minus 1775 100ths. Equals 185 tenths minus 1775 100ths equals 0.75. 18.5 minus 17.75 equals 0.75. Properties of decimal subtraction. A. Any decimal number subtracted from itself gives 0 as the answer. 7.4 minus 7.4 equals 0. B. When you subtract 0 from a decimal number, you get back the same number. 0.35 minus 0 equals 0.35. Using decimals in metric measurement. Length, millimeter, m, to centimeter, cm. Since 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, therefore 1 millimeter equals 1/10 of a centimeter. 1 millimeter equals 0.1 centimeters. A. 6 millimeters equals 6 divided by 10 centimeters equals 0.6 centimeters. B. 9 centimeters 2 millimeters equals 9 centimeters plus 2 divided by 10 centimeters equals 9 centimeters plus 0.2 centimeters equals 9.2 centimeters. C. 5.2 centimeters equals 5 centimeters 2 millimeters or 52 millimeters. Since 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, therefore 1 centimeter equals 1/100th of a meter. 1 centimeter equals 0.01 meters. A. 16 centimeters equals 16 divided by 100 meters equals 0.06 meters. B. 7 meters 6 centimeters equals 7 meters plus 6 divided by 100 meters equals 7 meters plus 0.06 centimeters equals 7.06 meters. C. 19.02 meters equals 19 meters 2 centimeters or 1902 centimeters. Meter, m, to kilometer, km. Since 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, therefore 1 meter equals 1/1000th of a kilometer. 1 meter equals 0.001 kilometers. 8. 30 meters equals 30 divided by 1,000 kilometers equals 0.03 kilometers. B. 7 kilometers 225 meters equals 7 kilometers plus 225 divided by 1,000 kilometers equals 7 kilometers plus 0.225 kilometers equals 7.225 kilometers. C. 18.45 kilometers equals 18 kilometers 450 meters or 18,450 meters. Mass. Gram, g, to kilogram, kilogram. Since 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, therefore 1 gram equals 1/1000th of a kilogram. A. 9 grams equals 9 divided by 1,000 kilograms equals 0.009 kilogram. B. 14 kilograms 225 grams equals 14 kilograms plus 225 divided by 1000 kilograms equals 14 kilograms plus 0.225 kilograms equals 14.225 kilogram. C. 29.01 kilograms equals 29 kilograms 10 grams or 29,010 grams. Capacity. Milliliter, ml, to liter, L. Since 1 L equals 1000 milliliters, therefore 1 milliliter equals 1/1000th L. 1 milliliter equals 0.001 L. A. 8 meters equals 8/1000ths L equals 0.008 L. B. 10 L 70 milliliters equals 10 L plus 71,000ths L. 10 L plus 0.070 L equals 10.070 milliliters. C. 42.350 L equals 42 L 350 milliliters or 42.350 milliliters. Multiplication of decimals. Karishma needs to buy 3 special pencils for her art exam. If each pencil costs 6.25, how much will Karishma have to pay? 6.25 plus 6.25 plus 6.25 equals? Or 6.25 times 3 equals? Step 1. Multiply as the whole numbers ignoring the decimal. Step 2. Count the number of decimal places in the factors. Step 3. Show the number of decimal places in the product. Answer. Karishma has to pay 18.75. Now let us look at it using fractions. 6.25 equals 625 100ths. 6.25 times 3 equals 625. 100 by 3 over 1 equals 1875 100ths equals 18.75. Answer. 18 rupees and 75 paise. Remember, the number of decimal places in the product equals the sum of the number of decimal places in the factors. While counting the digits in the product to place the decimal points, start from the right. Zeros in the product. Sometimes extra zeros are written in the product to show the correct number of decimal points. Let us multiply 0.3 by 0.3. 0.3 times 0.3 equals? Step 1 to 0.3 times 0.3 equals 9. Step 2 to 0.3 times 0.3 equals 9. 1 decimal point. Step 3 to 0.3 times 0.3 equals 0.09. 2 decimal point. 3/10 by 3/10 equals 9/100ths equals 0.09. Multiplication by 10, 100, 1000. Observe the following examples. Look for the pattern. Watch the decimal points. What do you observe? Multiplying by 10 moves the decimal point 1 place to the right. 10 times 0.983 equals 9.83. 10 times 3.89 equals 38.9. 10 times 38.9 equals 389. Multiplying by 100 moves the decimal point 2 places to the right. 100 by 0.795 equals 79.5. 100 times 7.95 equals 795. 100 times 79.5 equals 7,950. Multiplying by 1000 moves the decimal point 3 places to the right. 1000 by 4.359 equals 4,359. 1000 times 43.95 equals 43,590. Division in decimal numbers. Dividing by whole numbers. A. When you need paper in large quantities, you can buy by the kilo. Three friends bought 4.38 kilograms of paper. How did they share it among themselves? 4.38, 3 equals. Dividing by decimals is just like dividing whole numbers, except for placing the decimal point. Step 1. Place the decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point. Step 2. Divide as if you were dividing whole numbers. Divide the ones. Divide the tenths. Divide the hundredths. 4.38 divided by 3 equals 1.46. Answer. Each friend gets 1.46 kilograms of paper. Remember, do not show the decimal in the working of the sum. It should appear only in the dividend and the quotient. B. 1.76 plus 8. Divisor greater than dividend. Check. 0.22 times 8 equals 1.76. Divisor x quotient equals dividend. Remainders while dividing decimals. A woman bought 5.5 kilograms of rice. She put the rice equally into 2 jars. How much rice did she put in each jar? 5.5, 2 equals. Remainder. When decimals are divided, do not show the remainders. Write extra zeros to complete the division. Write an extra zero to complete the division. Answer. Each jar contains 2.75 kilograms of rice. B. 21.5, 4 equals. 2 extra zeros needed to complete the division. Answer. 21.5 divided by 4 equals 5.375. Division by 10, 100, 1000. A. 421.5 divided by 10 equals 42.15. B. 421.5 divided by 100 equals 4.215. C. 421.5 divided by 1000 equals 0.4215. Look for a pattern. Watch the decimal points. What do you observe? Remember this rule by counting the zeros. Move the decimal point to the left as many places as there are zeros. D. 5/10 is the same as 5/10. So, 5/10 equals 0.5. E. 4.35 divided by 100 equals 0.0435. Write an extra zero to show the correct number of decimal places. Division by a decimal number. When decimal are divided by decimal, first change the divisor into a whole number. For example, 0.76, 0.4. Step 1. Multiply the decimal divisor by a multiple of 10 to make it a whole number. 0.4 times 10 equals 4. Step 2. Multiply the dividend by the same multiple of 10. 0.76 times 10 equals 7.6. Step 3. Divide as usual. Answer. 0.76 plus 0.4 equals 1.9. Dividing a whole number by a whole number. A. Sonali's mother made a pizza and cut it into 8 pieces. Sonali took 5 pieces to share with her friends in school. Express the amount Sonali took to school as a decimal. As a fraction, this would be expressed as 5/8. To convert the fraction into a decimal, divide the numerator by the denominator. 5 divided by 8 equals? Answer. Sonali took 0.625 of the pizza to school.